Welcome to another episode of the Sports Shed Podcast. I am your host, as always, Efren. To my immediate left is Cheddar, and on your screen to his immediate left is Zachary, my oldest. Right above Zachary is Tigo, and to his right on the screen is Keith. How are we doing on a Tuesday evening, gentlemen?
Good,
Pretty
good,
good,
good.
pretty good.
All right, don't say it.
Living it. I'm living it up.
Don't say it all at once here. But you know what? I was just about to like go to about one spiel, but you know what? Let's just talk about the elephant in the room and just get this over with, guys. Like I always say, rip that freaking band-aid right off. We all know what happened yesterday, over the weekend, I should say. Dabble got fired from the Giants. Let me say that one more time. The Giants head coach Dabble has been officially fired. Before I give my take and everyone else's, you know what? I'm gonna leave the floor. I'm gonna leave it now to either Cheddar or Tigo to discuss about their head coach just recently being fired over the weekend.
I'm interested to hear your take, Tigo.
Well, like I said, I've been wanting to come in anyway, so uh, it's no surprise the way the team has been playing this year. I mean, we lost what 3 games leading by ahead going into the fourth quarter, and
Actually,
four games.
They had 4 double-digit leads.
Yeah,
With
going into the
win
fourth quarter
probability of
and,
like
and
94%.
losing it. Yeah, I told you he was supposed to go from. He did that field when he's supposed to kick that field goal, and he went on fourth down, and we missed, and we could have won that
but
game because it was less than 3 points.
Half inches. It was a half yard inch.
So you said that he should if he kicks the field goal, they're at least up by 2 possessions.
Yeah,
At
they would have
least.
won that game. We'd have won that game.
Oh, you're talking about the one where he took the delay of game.
I don't know if he took no, he went for it on fourth down, and they missed.
Oh,
they
I
didn't
know
get
what
the
you're
first
saying.
down.
Yup.
And
also when
we
he
could have won that game right there. That game was less than 3 points. They beat us by.
And also he didn't go for the fourth and half an inch for the touchdown,
Right.
and he kicked the field goal there. Yeah.
Like he's
Brilliant coach.
I mean, what's his record since what? This is 5th year.
Let me
And-
break.
And
Let me
out of the 5th year, you only had one good year with the 9-7, and then after that is what every year 2 games we won. Come on,
And it wasn't
man.
even a good year either. He started 7-2 that year.
right.
Listen, this man started 7-2, and with that tie along the way, he finished the rest of the way at 13-38. His record was 20-40-1. I don't care who you coach. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't care what team you're head coaching. Those are numbers that'll get you fired any day of the week, probably 3 times in the same day, just because you have a 20-40-1 record. All right. I mean, this guy blew 4-10 double-digit leads, 3 of them in the fourth quarter, 2 of them with less than 4 minutes to go in the game. Okay. That's how bad it is. But everybody wants to keep talking about Dabble. But
yeah,
I'm
I can't even say all the blame is on him because it's the whole coaching staff needs to go because none of them.
Here's the thing. The Giants, here's the thing. The Giants question mark was around the offense, right? Because Russell Wilson came. You didn't know when Jackson Dart was going to come in. I said in the third or fourth game, it happened because he was fighting for his job.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, neighbor, he got hurt. Unexpected. Cam Scatterbo, let's be honest, no one knew what he was going to bring. We knew he was going to get a handoff. We know he was going to go through a brick wall every now and then. We just didn't know he was going to be very successful at it.
Didn't know
early
if he could
on.
translate.
So the offense was not the question. It was the defense that the Giants were counting on this year, specifically the front four. The Giants are getting gashed in the running game, allowing, I believe, over 120 yards per game, even more, I believe, if I remember correctly, this past Sunday. The secondary, trash. I mean, when you had that lead and you're knowing that it's got to be passing all day and you still can't stop it, knowing that the pass is coming, your defense is atrocious. The one thing that was actually a bright spot, it was Jackson Dart, but he was the problem with Debo. 4 of the last 7 games, Jackson Dart was in the concussion protocol, meaning in that blue tent. Okay, here's the thing. That man needed to be fired. I don't want that man Dabo anywhere near a quarterback, especially with Daniel Jones, and then you have now Jackson Dart. You should be telling that offensive coordinator, you don't have any runs for this kid. Look at that kid's stature. You're not Josh Allen. You're not built with the legs like Jalen Hurts, okay? You are not these big quarterbacks that can't take that hit, even though they're even told not to take the hit. This kid takes unnecessary hits, and he needs to be taught how to slide, not head first.
Or protect himself.
I love the energy. I love the way the kid plays. I think this kid is a franchise quarterback. There's absolutely no question about it. But you cannot let this kid, and I told you, Cheddar, about 2-3 weeks ago, whatever the case may be, this kid can't take hits like that. He's not built for it, okay? You're good. Do I need to say RG3? Do I need to say Daniels?
No.
No. Bro, look at Jackson Dart and look at how tiny this kid is. He may be a little stocky, I'll give you that, but in comparison, you want him to get hit by 300-pound defensive ends every time, like nonstop, and 250-pound linebackers coming at him every time? Is that what you want?
I'm sick and tired of the design runs. First, I'm tired of the designed runs, but let him scramble. I'm not taking the scramble out of his game.
No, I'm not saying to take the scramble out of the game. What I'm saying is, like you said, no design runs. Every now and then, okay,
like red zone, whatever
the case may be, but don't put him in harm's way. Number one, but what he does a lot is he dives head first. When you dive head first, listen,
enticing hits.
The gloves are off. You are a runner, as long as you don't lead with your head. Bro, I can come at your back, your leg. Yeah. I can do whatever I want because you're a runner now.
Yep.
Unless
Giants, you slide.
Listen, the Giants as an organization has really done a discredit to the Giant fan base since 2016. Since Eli Manning has retired, this organization has not been the same. The general manager needs to go. I don't know
why he didn't get fired too. How come he didn't get fired too? That didn't make no sense.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. But unless you guys have something in regards to add as well, please do so. But especially in regards to what Tigo said, why didn't the general manager didn't get fired as well? The same thing can be posed to Keith. No offense, general manager got fired, but this time the head coach didn't get fired. And we're still, and just like everyone else, I'm sure Keith is too. Why not? Why does that happen? I have no idea.
I mean, Mr. Mara is just repeating what he always does. He fires the coach that he hired with the GM, that the GM hired. He did it with Dave Gettleman. He did it with Jerry Reese. And then within the next 2 years, he's going to fire both of them again. But this time he's actually going to fire both GM and coach. It happens all the time. And then we're going to hopefully hit, but we're already going to be ruining Jackson Dart because at that time he's going to go through 3 coaches, 2 GMs. I don't know. And also Dabo was absolutely just like idiotic. He was just bad.
I think he should stick to being a coordinator and not a head coach. Yeah. I don't think the head coach fits
which is fine for him because like some people just can only be coordinators and just not head coaches. Look at Steve Spagnuolo.
Look at what's the name? Look at what's the name from really Patriots? Good. What's Josh Daniels? Or is it Jack? What is his name?
Josh McDaniels. No,
Josh McDaniels. And who do you think? We'll get to Drake May, but for perfect example, like you said, who do you think is Drake May's offensive coordinator?
Right, exactly.
Josh McDaniels. But go ahead. I just wanted to throw that in there.
I was gonna say, but man, Stable just like he's not a good head coach, man. He doesn't manage the time. We brought him in there to be the offensive coordinator of the Giants, and he doesn't even call the plays. He doesn't do anything. He just sits there on the sideline, mismanaging the clock. Running in the blue tents and yelling at refs. He yells at refs more than he yells at his own players that mess up every freaking play and don't give any effort. So like, I don't know. Deserve to be fired after the Denver Broncos game.
It seemed like he didn't want to be there after a while. Like,
seems like he just sucked.
Like the players don't have no respect for him. I think he lost the locker room.
I mean, would you? I mean, Dexter Lawrence doesn't even look like he's giving effort.
Right, exactly.
It looks like we got a bunch of losers. Is what it looks like. We got a bunch of losers.
But you know what? If let's say that's the case, then that's the case. Shame on the players.
100%.
Shame on the players. Because regardless if
I see effort from 2 players, that's it.
Regardless if let's say you don't respect the head coach for whatever the reason may be, that still doesn't give you an excuse not to play. Doesn't give you the excuse not to play hard. especially when you got fans out there like you guys still cheering for them, still going into the fans thinking that you guys can possibly win every weekend, which is great. I'll put that on the players. But here's the other thing I'm also going to do is the fact that you have a general manager that actually made like horrific decisions. I think the Giants should hire a defensive coordinator. I mean, not a defensive coordinator, should hire a defensive-minded coach. That's my opinion. Who that is, I don't know.
And also, the fact that John Mara said that he thinks Joe Schoen built a good young nucleus around around the team. I don't see where he sees that.
Well, he did.
He did.
No, he did.
It didn't work out.
But now he's the running back for Philly.
But no, he didn't draft him.
I'm just saying. No. I said he's such a king that he's
not young.
But when he was the general manager, he still had a few years under his belt, and not.
I'm just saying, like, there's no need to keep throwing Saquon in because, like, that's old. That's old. He's not on the team. He's not on the team. We got Cam Adabo.
I
mean, you can. You can because.
But again, this is the part where Giants.
It's just another thing. That's why he should be fired.
This is another thing about the Giant fans. It's like the entire organization is horrible, terrible at decision making. Terrible. John Mara should have went with his gut feeling at the beginning when he said, "I don't want Saquon gone." You're the owner.
Yeah,
you're the owner. So you got to put some blame on this. But that unless either Zachary or Keith, any of you want to add anything to this? You, Keith, I mean, you have an idea about, what's going on over there in Miami. I mean, anybody?
I got the same questions. Both manager or GM and head coach should be gone for both teams, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll pretty much touch on everything else. So
okay,
very much really that.
Oh, okay. Well, I kind of like that take with the Giants. I can't believe all four of us actually agreed on something. Let's take this in mind. That happened on November 11th, 2025 at 7:16 p.m., which is a rarity.
Oh,
so never mind. The streak is over.
I forgot to ask you.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, hold on. Go ahead, Keith.
Is this Dart's second concussion or just one confirmed?
This is it. This is the
confirmed, but
his second time getting hurt, I believe.
Yeah.
No, it's his first time getting hurt.
But the thing is that this is his fourth. Just the protocol part. This is his fourth protocol concussion, meaning going underneath the 10th in his last 7 games. That's granted, no concussion, but that means he's taking hits in order for them to be checking to see.
Let's just say he's the second most hit quarterback since he came week 4 I came in. He's the second most hitted quarterback behind Justin Herbert.
That's not good, man. That's not
good. He run a lot.
Jackson Dart has 76 hits and Herbert has 86.
But Justin Herbert has a reason. He has a good reason.
What's the reason?
The entire offensive line is literally hurt. They read the PFF, the ratings, like let's say the left tackle. You know how they say like 4 out of 36.
He's still taking hits.
No. Every single lineman for the Chargers is dead last. They're all backups or backup to the backups. So understand at least the Giants have somewhat of a line. So it's not entirely all the line. It's the run design and Dart taking unnecessary hits. So you put that on them. Whereas Justin Herbert, it's when I mean he has no line, some of the backups are hurt. That's how his line is.
My thing is I haven't watched the Chargers game, so I don't know if he's taking unnecessary hits, but like I've seen a fair share of Giants games and like Dart is taking hits that there's no reason for him to take those hits. That's like the difference. So like I don't know if Herbert is, but I haven't seen anything like it. So I would say that's kind of the big difference is like it's kind of it looks like Dart's kind of bringing it on himself.
You know what it is? He plays like it's playoffs when it's regular season.
And again, I love that he plays that way. I love it.
Tone it down. Just tone it down.
There's no toning. Just don't take the damn hit. That's all you got to do.
Slide.
Do whatever you got to do. I don't care. Run.
Slide.
Go to the corner. Do whatever. Go roll out to the pocket. Throw a dime on the side. Just don't take the damn hit. Don't take the hit. That's all it is. Oh, and by the way, Zachary, to get to the Justin Herbert, I watched the last game and they were showing all the stats regarding taking the hits, unnecessary. That's why I knew how much hits he was taking and the lineman because they were talking about it and they were showing stats. So he was just taking hits because his line, for whatever
So
it's
not
worth, he just
unnecessary.
literally doesn't even have one.
So it's not
Yeah, so,
unnecessary
yeah,
hits he's taking.
No, he's
It's hits.
unfortunately they're genuine hits because he's not being protected.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
They're
sure
not
he's taking a few
unnecessary
hits.
where he's bringing it on
Right.
himself. That's what I'm talking
No,
about.
No,
he's
but
not.
it still hits.
Yeah, he's not.
All the
But,
Giants
yeah.
got to do is just show Jackson Dart highlights of Tua on what not to do. There you go. Fixed.
You know, Zachary, you know what's ironic between Cheddar, Ego, and Keith? They go back and forth with the quarterbacks. You know what happened? Then they go back with Tyreek Hill and Neighbors, and what happens? They both get hurt. It's like you guys need like some sort of like AA meeting and talk amongst you. No, I'm just kidding. But it's just funny how every time you do something between the Giants and the Dolphins are happening to like the exact same position, which is weird.
Well, at least Dolphins won this weekend and beat Bills at that. So I mean,
all right. So let's just jump right into that. Tigo said, "Now screw this, bro. We should jump right into that one." Look,
they
you know what? You know what, Keith? This is your team. I'm gonna let you take on this one first. Tell me what you saw, whether between the Dolphins, Bills, and if the Bills still are contenders or not.
To be honest, I thought I was sleeping and daydreaming and dreaming what was going on.
Wait. Tigo. He did this to himself. Oh, yeah. Wait, the Dolphins are winning.
Yeah. I mean, that was crazy. Their defense, the defense that finally like stepped up. And we got backup corners. It's crazy I don't know that they're doing it with who they have.
Well, the thing I've seen with the Dolphins is this, and that ever since in their 3-7, I think what are they 2-1 in the last 3 games or something like that, or 2-2, I forget. They're running the ball, and that's something. And I'm sure happy. Zachary was happy. By the way, Zachary wanted me to tell you, Keith, thank you.
How many points did he get you?
40 points.
In my other league, I get a few more points per carry, but I think he got me like 46. Yeah.
Wow.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Effort's
he went
freaking
crazy.
Jonathan Taylor.
The thing is, all year they've been getting H-Head the ball. It's just sometimes, he's able to break free for one, and sometimes he's not able to, to get past the line of scrimmage. So it really just comes down to if they block and then obviously if they're not being blown out, then they can continue running the ball instead of having to pass, because the less the less opportunities Tua has to actually do something,
right?
That means that then most likely the Dolphins are doing good,
Right.
So they've been given, you go ahead.
Going back to that game, the thing I wasn't happy about was the 2 interceptions. But then I read that McDaniel wants him to throw the ball deep and wants to get bigger plays. And he doesn't care if he gets interceptions, which I don't understand that. But basically the 2 interceptions, at least, I guess, to look at the silver lining of it, it was basically like a punt, because where they intercepted it was.
Was it like 3rd and long and stuff too?
Yeah. I can see that, because some teams will do that. They'll throw it, knowing that it's going to be picked up, and it's kind of like a punt. I mean, I get that,
but I don't think that's what Tua was thinking. I think he just Tua being Tua.
I get trying to obviously keep him honest and not continue just dumping the ball off, like throwing it deep, but obviously just picking and choosing. And I don't know, I didn't watch the interceptions, but like if it is like a 3rd and long and they're just like, I'm just going to send it down there, maybe we get a pass interference or something, or we come away with a catch, then but if an interception does happen, like it's not the end of the world if it is down the field. So can't really fault them if that's how.
The thing that killed the Bills was every time they started driving, they fumbled the ball twice. And then Josh Allen threw that interception when they were at like the 5-yard line. So turnovers really killed the Bills that game.
Well, they had no choice. They had to pass. I mean, at that point, and I get what you're saying, but it does help when the Dolphins ran for 197 yards as a team, 174 by H-Hand. So again, going back to what we all keep saying, you got to run the ball. Even if the running game is not successful, it's like you said, for you to try to hit that home run shot, you still got to give at least the illusion that you may not be successful, but at least give that illusion that you're still going to be running the game. Running the ball. Because if you don't run the ball, you're not going to be able to take those shots deep.
But that was our Super Bowl this year.
No, I'm gonna correct them on this. I got this one, guys. No, your Super Bowl was when the last undefeated team took their first loss. That was your Super Bowl, and that's when all the former Dolphins get together. And what they do, they pop that champagne. That was your Super Bowl a few weeks ago.
Now, I would like to see them beat the Patriots. That would make me happy. If they beat those two teams this year, I'm good.
Patriots is looking good. They're playing lights out right now, man.
Yep.
Well, if you think if you think they're playing great, here's the question: are the Bills pretenders or contenders?
Bills,
yeah,
they always been pretenders.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I mean, I like them, but they always been pretenders. They've never been contenders.
My opinion is probably biased, so you probably don't even want to hear it.
I'm sorry, Keith, but no, this deserves this comment. Damn it, man!
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
I did not. You know what, Tigo? I'm gonna say this because Keith, the other two will get it later as they become OGs like us. But just like I'm gonna give you a little respect.
I'm on status.
No. You're not.
Tigo, I got you.
You've been making some outlandish remarks,
but they come true.
But I'm gonna be straight with you, dog. Straight OG, man. This is why, bro. And you sit back and you like, damn, that man had a point a while back. Didn't see that one coming. That's why it takes one of us to make an outlandish comment like that. But no, go ahead, Tigo. Proceed. I just had to say that.
I mean, isn't it true? I mean. The 4 times they went there, what happened? I mean,
what have they won?
Yeah, what have they won? I mean, I'm not saying that.
Honestly, if we're gonna be honest, you could probably say every team except the Chiefs is a pretender because nobody's had success from the AFC except for the Chiefs. Like, do you really trust the Colts, Broncos, Patriots, Steelers, Chargers, Bills, like Ravens, Texas? Like, they could all beat one another. They could all beat one another, but the Chiefs are the only ones to actually continually like win.
That is true.
Like,
you're right.
The Bengals. I'm just saying.
No, I don't even think so. They're 3-6. Like they probably not even gonna be in there.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
So what I was gonna say is that we found out who the Bills' daddy is,
and they still got no defense. The Bengals.
Achane is the Bills' daddy. They can't stop Achane.
Is that the first game or is that every game?
Every game.
I'm asking
from now on out.
Oh, from here on out.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cheddar is predicting that he'll be their new daddy. All right. Usually the way it works, Cheddar is that you got dominated.
I know, but he just dominated. So it's like I said from here on out. He got an invite to the house. How about that? Achane got invited. That's what he got because of what he did.
Achane had 62 yards the first time they played this year.
Never mind.
Yeah, thank you.
I take that.
29 receiving yards.
So Tigo says pretender. Anybody says contender, or is everybody agreeing with Tigo? I mean, from a perspective of just figuring out whether or not they're gonna not compete, but still have a shot.
I mean, they're always around in the playoffs.
I'll say
they're always there in the playoffs, but what do they do? They never go. They never take it further. And then the 4 times they did took it further, they lost all 4. They lost all 4. They didn't even win 1.
I'll say this. I mean, they're very cold. I think they're very cold right now and not playing what they should be playing.
I think
they're also shooting themselves
at them.
They're shooting themselves in the foot.
Hold on one second. Zachary, go ahead.
I mean, well, like the Bills, they have no defense too. But like, here's the real question. I get the Bills, but here's the real question. Other than the Chiefs, are you willing to say anybody's a contender?
No.
Like that's the thing. Like we can harp on the Bills all we want, but like when we actually look at the AFC, I don't think you could call any team a contender
the
other
AFC,
than the Chiefs.
If you talk about the AFC, I'm probably going to say, I would say Colts, but the problem is Daniel Jones needs to actually win a game, not have Jonathan Taylor win the game in the playoffs.
Like that's what it comes down to.
That's so it's like I can see where you're going with that. So I probably agree with you with the Chiefs only.
You put the Chiefs against all these teams.
There's the Broncos, but it's like the Broncos are like, I'm not.
They're trash. They're trash. They're just getting lucky
Broncos,
to me.
man.
The Broncos is trash. They got a trash ass coach. They got a trash ass team, man.
And yeah, I definitely don't like Sean Payton. Sean Payton can go somewhere with his bounty.
I'm gonna say it. Like I think the last team you want to play right now is the Ravens. They on a little streak right now. Lamar's back. I don't know, man.
Well, actually, that's going to be the next game, but we'll get into that in a minute. I just want to say real quick before we move on from Buffalo. Here's the thing with Buffalo Bills, okay? They're the same thing. They can't stop the run. I believe I want to say they're allowing almost 130, 140. I don't even know. They're allowing, can't stop the run at the end of the day. That's number one. Number two, they don't have a number one wide receiver. They don't. I like Keon Coleman out of Florida State when they drafted
talking
last
about Buffalo.
year. Buffalo, yeah, that's what I said. We're still on Buffalo before we move on.
Yep.
He got shut down until our third strings cornerback was on him, and then he scored that touchdown.
And
Keon Coleman has not looked good.
He has been a huge disappointment because when he was at Florida State, the kid was playing lights out, and he's been a huge disappointment. So the thing is with the Bills is Josh Allen has no one to throw to. Okay, meaning a number one receiver, and the Dolphins cannot stop the run. So as a result, I'm gonna say right now, Buffalo's a pretender. I think they're gonna keep getting gashed.
You think they're gonna keep getting gashed?
Right now, here's the thing.
I
don't think they're making right now. I don't think they're making the playoffs.
Who's making the playoffs over them?
I don't know yet, but I don't think it's Buffalo. I don't think it's Buffalo.
I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it because they always make a playoff. It's just when they make the playoff.
I've seen, and here's why I'm saying this. And I go also. I go with the eye test. I know some people like the stats and all that, but man, they just don't. And it's like they almost have the similar team from last year. It's not like they did anything dramatic over the season. They almost practically have the same team. But for some reason this year, they just I don't know what it is.
I'm a disagree because when you say eye test, I think they still got Josh Allen. Like he's gonna pull some wins out, and it's gonna now they're not probably going. I don't think they're gonna win a division anymore the way the Patriots have been playing. But
I will agree. Patriots are winning the division. I'll agree.
But like, I think they're still gonna get some wins. And pull away, come away with enough wins to make the playoffs.
Exactly. You know how I feel about the Bills.
When Josh Allen puts on that cape, man, I mean,
I know.
I don't know, man.
He must have forgot that cape this past Sunday.
The kryptonite must have touched him or something.
He said, "I'm Clark Kent this weekend."
Yeah, he left the cape. He left the cape at Haley Steinfeld's house.
All I know is Buffalo needs to make it to the Super Bowl to really live up to their name.
I mean, I didn't watch the game, but if you look at it,
losing Super Bowls. That's what the Bills stand for.
Oh man. That's a good one. Wait, Tigo. That's the drunken Keith drinking that champagne with celebrating with the 1972 Dolphins.
He's right though. He's right. I mean,
but I'm gonna agree with something on Zachary though, because that's gonna jump right into the next game. The Ravens beating the Vikings 27-19.
Yeah.
Two teams we talk about. But I'm gonna agree with this on Zach. I think right now, the most dangerous team I don't want to play between now and the playoffs is in the AFC right for now is the Baltimore Ravens. And here's why. Their last, I saw this, I was actually shocked. We all know that the Ravens defense was horrendous, right?
Yeah.
And before Lamar came back, do you know that their defense, the last 4 games, is only giving up 14.5 points?
Well,
hold on. They're giving up 14.5 points, okay? The first 4 games obviously didn't go so well, but look at the trajectory they're going towards the defense. While 2 games ago, Lamar Jackson is back. And their next 5 to 6 games, their schedule, starting last week that they won, or the last 2 that Lamar won, it is extremely favorable. Look, Steelers 5-4. I believe the Ravens are 4-5, and the Bengals are 3-6. So it is not out of the norm for the Ravens to walk away with this division.
You know, to time with the defense playing better, I was thinking that the defense is starting to play better because the other team's offense doesn't have the ball as much anymore. They're actually
what does that mean?
They're starting to run better. The Ravens are actually starting to run better than what they were in the beginning of the season. The Ravens were not running good.
I don't know.
You got Lamar back, man.
Yeah, they got Lamar back.
Yeah, they got Lamar back.
And
that's
adds to the running.
That's it. Lamar's back. That's it. That's all.
And
I would be watching out for the Ravens.
And they lined up this schedule like perfectly. Like they were struggling early, and then they got just these nice, easy games coming up. Obviously, they got to handle business, but they're gonna get on a roll. And then later down, we'll see it at the end of the season. Like if they're gonna pull away with some of the tougher games, but it lined up really well for the Ravens right now. And then, like I said, sometimes in that if you're the defense and you get a quarterback of Lamar's caliber, like returning and he's back, like, like, okay, he's going to put up points and we just got to get some stops here and there, and that makes a huge difference. So
Lamar is just like Josh Allen. They're Superman in the regular season, and then they falter and wither out in the playoffs.
Yep.
Always happens.
That's why I fall back into, every team but the Chiefs you could really say is a pretender for those reasons.
You can't say you're Super Bowl contenders and you beat the Super Bowl champions, right?
You can still say, I think you can still
minus
say,
the Eagles. I don't count the Eagles.
I'm just saying, I think you can still say if somebody is a Super Bowl contender. I'm just saying the team they have, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to beat the Chiefs. So I'm still going to say, if you have a good enough team where I know you should be making the Super Bowl, but unfortunately Patrick Mahomes is in the way, you're still a Super Bowl contender. You're just not going to be able to contend because you can't make to the Super Bowl. That's it. When you get to up to the AFC,
and you're not a contender.
And at that point, you're not a contender. Tigo, come on. What you think? Either Tigo, Keith. What do you guys think of the Ravens or the possibility of not wanting to play these guys between now and even at the beginning of the postseason?
Ravens don't scare me. They're a good team, but like Keith said, Josh Allen and I love Lamar, but when it comes to postseason, I don't know what it is. They just don't come to play. So I can't say I'm scared of the Ravens because they don't show up playoff time. So I don't know. Regular season, they show up, of course. You're scared to play in regular season, but playoff time, ain't nobody scared of the Ravens.
They get out.
No.
Is it because they get out coached?
Because they run into. Well, you gotta remember in the AFC, like Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar, Herbert, like they're all playing one another, and only one team is gonna come away, and it's consistently been the Chiefs. But the real question is like, okay, let's say Josh Allen and Lamar make the wild card and like they match up with like the Colts or the Broncos or the Patriots. Like when it comes down to a one game, you're probably going to lean with Josh, with Lamar, with Herbert. If you're probably going to lean more with that rather than the Colts or the Broncos or the Patriots. Now, I do think the Patriots, they're looking good, but you got usually that one quarterback makes that quarterback makes a huge difference come playoff time. But like you got to remember they're playing each other. So all those good quarterbacks. So it's like you're like, yeah, you're not winning, but you're losing to the same quarterback. So it's like, okay, well, when you have those matchups, like, are you going to be able to come away with a win against the Colts this year? Are you going to come away with a win against the Broncos this year? That's what's going to be the real teller, and that's kind of what I'd be a little interested in to see if we get to that.
So, and I'll agree with everything you just said. So, I just found out was it either today or yesterday. Burrows is practicing.
Yep.
They've got 21 days to decide whether they're going to activate him. They're 3-6. They're only 2 games behind the Steelers, which is crazy to me at this point, being 3-6. If the Steelers win 2 out of the next 3, that'll be 21 days, 3 weekends. Should the Browns, I'm sorry, not the Browns, should the Bengals activate Burrows, and should the Chiefs worry if the Bengals make the playoffs?
Yes.
Yes.
If Burrow's playing,
Yes.
Yes.
Because you're saying Burrow is playing.
It's playing. But the question, this is accurate, but I'm glad you all said yes. But let me post the question again to Keith. Burrow should, if the Bengals win 2 of the next 3 games, that'll make them 5-7. 21 days, that gives them time to activate Burrows. If Burrows comes back with the Bengals and make the playoffs, should the Chiefs worry? Because the Bengals technically have been the only ones to have Patrick Mahomes' number in comparison to everyone else. Go ahead.
It's the Patriots should worry. I mean, Chiefs should worry because like the Chiefs defense ain't gonna hold up against the Bengals offense. I mean, Burrow's gonna score 40 on the Chiefs anyways.
Right.
You could say vice versa.
It's just the problem is the Bengals going to be able to stop the Chiefs from scoring 42.
That's the $1 million question. But that doesn't mean that the Bengals will score. That the Bengals will score 40.
If I'm the Chiefs, I'm more scared of the Bengals than I am of the Buffalo Bills.
That's fair. What do you think, Zach?
I mean, if they do win 2 out of 3, I mean, you kind of have to activate them. But I don't think they're going to win 2 out of 3. I mean, they play the Steelers, Patriots, and Ravens. I don't think they're going to pull away with 2. And they put this on themselves because they lost games to the Jets and the Bears, their most 2 recent games, where they put up points, but they gave up points. Like, if you even at least win one of those, like you're looking decent by Burrow's return. But by losing those 2 games and now and then when you look at your next 3 games, it's not looking good for you. So it's like, yeah, obviously you do, but I don't think they're gonna win 2 out of the next 3.
I'm reading some chats here. There's like a whole bowl of chats between Cheddar and someone named my aunt. Oh, his aunt is a Broncos fan. So
the Bengals have the Steelers, Patriots, and Ravens next.
I mean, she's listening.
Who does?
The Bengals. Steelers.
Who
Patriots,
has the Bengals
Ravens.
next? Sorry.
You know what? I can't count them out yet, especially when they always seem to get close, but they can't finish it towards the end. I'm not gonna count them out. I think they can easily pull 2 out of 3.
Who?
I don't know why. The Bengals.
I don't think so.
Seeing
how they literally lost to the Jets and the Bears, I don't see it, but it's obviously not impossible. But I don't see it. They put them in a terrible spot, losing their last 2 games the way they did, and I don't think they're going to overcome it. Like, you win one of those games instead of 3-6, you're 4-5. Like, that is a huge difference.
So staying with that division,
because the Bengals would have to go undefeated. I'm assuming, right? The rest of the way.
Not necessarily. No. They're only 2 games behind the Steelers. That's it.
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot the Steelers are leading the division.
Yeah. So with that being said. Right. Perfect segue.
Right.
Are the Steelers done for the year? They lost to the Chargers 25-10. Aaron Rodgers looked like he showed his age with a QBR rating of 50.3. Threw for under 200 yards. Couldn't throw multiple touchdowns. Couldn't get the ball to anybody. He is out there getting mad at everyone else. You're the one that chose to sign DK Metcalf 5-year, $150 when everybody, especially Zachary and I, told you not to do it. You chose to trade George Pickens. Your defense has allowed 40 points in the last 30 points in 4 games this season. So I'm gonna stay by my prediction in the preseason. Aaron Rodgers, Mike Tomlin, and the Steelers are going to part ways, and this will be Mike Tomlin's first year under 500. Remember, he starts out like this. This is now where that curve, that turning is starting to come down, and I think that's what's going to happen.
You know what I'm going to say? I think the league has figured out the Steelers' offense now, and I think
what offense?
Well, they've been winning.
But what offense?
the offense that they had that was working
They've
for
had
a little bit.
this year they've had offense.
I think they're gonna have a rough last 7 weeks. It's gonna be rough. I think Mike Tomlin does end under 500. I think they do go to separate ways. And then we'll see where he goes. Maybe the Giants.
Listen, I don't know. I saw the game, and the guy was avoiding to get hit, spinning around, turning, like throwing the ball before and then just moving out the way without getting hit. He's more worried, and I get the age. I get it because he's fragile. Any hit could potentially just end them based on his age. But at the end of the day, you got to watch that game. It was just so bad to watch that. Even though the Pittsburgh defense was getting to Justin Herbert was still killing it. Still managed to get 25 points. And that Chargers defense is no joke either. So they were able to put a clamp down on them. I think they're done. I think the Steelers are done this year. I don't know what y'all want to see after that.
I don't think Tomlin goes anywhere. Steelers like to hang on to their coaches like forever.
Unless they choose to retire.
Right.
Because, like the other two. So, but yeah,
it's tough because it's like I don't think you'll get a better coach than Tomlin.
Right.
And it's like you just got to put the right players around him. And obviously Rodgers, like he's actually he didn't play well last game, but when you look at the rest of the year, he's been playing well, and it's actually been the defense that's let them down.
I think Rodgers is poison to a football club, yeah.
That's fine. You can say that.
I think his time is up and he needs to go right now. But he's like poison right now to any football club that he goes to right now because
he just needs to continue to go to his
he demands too much and he's not putting out the what you call it. What we expect of him. He's not doing what we expect of him as
you have to remember that
Aaron Rodgers.
Like you said, but that's why, because the last two organizations literally built or conformed their offense around him.
Right.
So again,
he's above the game.
You're taking an entire offensive side of the ball, an entire offense, and I get why you chose to sign him. You're gonna have to some extent accommodate him, but that's the problem. It's like Zachary said. You got to put the right players in, and when you have to conform an entire offense about someone who's in their 40s, and you can see his play showing that he's in his 40s, I think it's time. This is what I think is going to cost Mike Tomlin's job. That's just me. I hope it doesn't. I don't want anybody fired, obviously.
I feel just so indifferent because I don't know. Because like, yes, Rodgers isn't the answer, but like if we're being honest, what better option could they have had this year? You know what I mean? Like that's just
draft one.
That's just the way it was. And it's like, okay, you see where Mike Tomlin was. You see how he's played with young quarterbacks that obviously, and then aside from Wilson, but with like, Pickett and all that, like it's you see what he had to work with offensively wise, and their defense was holding what was like the reason they were winning games. And then you bring in Rodgers because it's like, what better option could they have gone with this season? Because it's like, okay, cool. I don't see a problem if, like, let's say you bring in Rodgers and then you still draft a QB and then you have him learn under him for even a year or whatever, because I mean, we see how Jordan Love is doing. So it's like, what other option could the Steelers have done to be like, oh, okay, they should have went, like, realistically, what other direction could they have went? Because like
they passed up on Dart. They passed up on Dart.
It's easy to play Monday morning quarterback. It is.
Yeah.
But I won't say they passed up on Dart, because there's a bunch of people that passed up on Dart, bunch of people that passed up on other quarterbacks. I will say this.
Like, it's your first round pick, and usually you gotta it's about your team, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta your whole roster, and
you're
like
usually gonna draft somebody you need.
And with Mike Tomlin,
needed a quarterback.
Like I said, I don't think Aaron Rodgers this year, if you actually look at the whole year, has played that bad. I mean,
No, and I don't
it's
think
been
he
the
has,
defense
because-
that's been the problem. Like,
yes,
if we're
the
being
yes.
honest,
Yeah,
at least
the defense,
so far this year. But
which is weird. I never thought I'd say that.
so it's like,
So.
I don't know. They're still going to be a 500 team. It's just going to be whether they're over or under 500. And
Are the Steelers
mean-
making the playoffs? Yes or no?
No.
I don't think so, because it's if you're telling me that the Bills and the Ravens are looking like they're going to be a wild card team, I think that they'll get in over the Steelers.
Agree.
Because
Yeah,
like
agree.
I was not expecting seasons like this from the Broncos, the Colts, the Patriots. Like I was not expecting them to be this good. With like I think they all have 2 losses. So it's like I was
Well,
not
we all
expecting that.
expected the Denver defense to be good.
But I'm talking about
Right.
this record. This record.
No,
Oh, you're talking about
record,
record-wise. All right.
Like they're already pretty much winning their division at where they are record wise, and now you tell me that the Bills, the Ravens, the Chargers,
Fall
like
to a
those
wild card
teams
team.
are in the wild card spot.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with those teams over the Steelers.
Yeah.
So
Well, the next 4 weeks will prove a lot because they play both the Bills and the Ravens.
Who's that again?
Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
So now my question is, wild card team, do you have to have at least? What do you think the win total you need? Do you
gotta
need
have
at least
you-
11?
no,
you
you
gotta
gotta
have to get double digits. At
double
least
digits.
double
What-
digits.
you think at least double digits?
Yes. Yes.
10 might not even get you in. It didn't.
I think
Seattle.
it's going to be 11 or 12.
Seattle was 10-7 last year.
Yeah, and
they
it
didn't
didn't
get
make
in.
it.
So I mean, you're definitely double digits. That's number one. The question is, what's the minimum in double digits now? If it's not 10,
it might be
The-
12.
The Chiefs
be
aren't
12.
even in the playoffs right now.
they're not even exactly. And we're talking about them. Here's the crazy part: they're not even in the playoffs right now, and yet they're the favorite to make the Super Bowl out of the AFC.
to win the Super Bowl.
Well,
No,
they're
Eagles,
not, they're not the
Eagles.
favorite. No, they're not
No,
the
is it
favorite.
the Colts?
It's
For
probably
the
the
Super
Eagles.
Bowl. No,
Is
it's
it
the
the
Eagles.
Eagles?
No, it's the Eagles. So now that he mentioned,
Bomb Eagles, bro.
now that he mentioned the Colts, though, they won and beat the Falcons in overtime, 31-25. Want to say I just want to throw out a personal thank you to Jonathan Taylor.
Oh gosh,
Okay,
All right, next game.
you
like
you are my MVP this year,
Can
regardless.
someone play the love music.
you are the MVP this year. Thank you for the 49.6 points you gave me on Sunday. Thank you. I appreciate that. But speaking of which, here's the thing. Do the Colts make the AFC Championship game?
No,
I'll go back to what I said before. I wouldn't have them beating the Chiefs, Bills, Ravens. I don't think they are.
The Chiefs. If they don't,
I don't think they are.
Okay,
Any of those
all right.
teams,
now here,
any of those teams I listed, I wouldn't have the Colts beating them.
Okay.
I just don't think. I think Daniel Jones would have to do something in the playoffs, man. If Daniel Jones doesn't do anything in the playoffs, and it's literally just rely on Jonathan Taylor,
I think he can do
it's not
something
gonna work.
in the playoffs.
It's not going to work.
I think DJ can do something in the playoffs. But I'm telling you, man, don't sleep on this kid, man. I mean, he's
I'm not sleeping on him. I just don't think. I don't think he'll get it done.
I mean, they'd have to win one game. It's not impossible. They would have to win.
Right.
just
They'll
one
win one game.
It's-
I think they'll win one game.
Here's the thing
Yeah,
about
that
Daniel
one
Jones.
game
It's
puts
not-
them in the.
He has to just not make
mistake.
so many mistakes.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what's been killing him. That one game against the Steelers a couple of weeks ago, 27-20. The Colts overall 6 turnovers, but 5 of them was by Daniel Jones. That was but
crazy.
here's the crazy part. And they still could have won that game.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna say, okay, this team is really good. They have a really good defense. They just pick up, I like calling him this, but they picked up hot sauce. Okay. They picked them up from the Jets.
Hot
We all know that they have a fantastic offensive line. They have a fantastic running back in Jonathan Taylor. They've got pretty good wideouts. They have a great tight end in Tyler Warren out of Penn State. All Daniel Jones has to do is just manage.
Don't give up the ball.
Don't
That's
commit
it.
turnovers. He avoids that.
They could be a dangerous team.
I think they make the AFC Championship. I believe they do if they don't have to go through Kansas City. That's my disclaimer. So, Keith, AFC Championship game just to appear if they don't go through the Chiefs, or does that even matter to you?
I don't think so. I'm looking at the team. I mean, look at their division. They play those teams twice. Seriously?
I'll give you that.
Come on.
Remember the Chiefs did it to the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Chargers when they were garbage too. Granted, I'm not comparing him to Patrick Mahomes. I'm comparing the other three teams to the same three teams in that division. At one point, all three were garbage as well. So I'll throw that in there. But I do agree with what you said, though.
I think if Taylor doesn't play like he's been, then I don't think they go any further.
Yeah, that's how I think.
That's fair. I would agree with that. That's fair.
Because
I agree with
Taylor's production is part of the reason why Daniel's been playing the way he's been playing.
I mean, if you got a running game, that's all it takes.
Exactly.
If you get a good running game,
that's all
the quarterback could go off.
Listen,
exactly. Look at my team as an example. Achane goes off, and it makes Tua look like something he's not.
Listen,
I can't disagree.
This is all Daniel Jones has to say.
I managed the clock.
You had Saquon, great. Now you have Jonathan Taylor. Just don't screw this up. Period. Just don't screw it up. Everything is right there for you. Does that mean you'll get to the AFC Championship? Does that mean you get to the Super Bowl? Does that mean you're going to win the Super Bowl? No, it doesn't mean that. But it means
gives you a good chance.
Definitely, in my opinion, the Colts is going to be one of the top three teams to potentially reach the AFC Championship besides the Patriots and the Chiefs. So
still gotta go through the Chiefs.
Yeah, that is true. Just like
I'm not too big on the Patriots season either, because if you look at their victories, they played some scrubs just as much as the Colts have.
No, go ahead, Tigo. Go ahead.
I was about to say the Chiefs hasn't looked lights out this year neither. To me,
I agree. I agree, Tigo. I haven't liked the Chiefs all year.
Yeah,
I didn't think the Chiefs were good. I haven't think the Chiefs were that good this year. But it's the Chiefs, so it's like they got the refs on their side.
I'm gonna have to correct you guys on that. They have been looking pretty good because their record, and I'm gonna prove it to you. Hold on a second. Their record doesn't show it. They're one of 6 teams in the NFL. I know because Seattle's was one of them. The Chiefs is one of 6 teams in the NFL in top 10 in scoring and in top 10 in defense in points allowed. The Chiefs are third, allowing 17 points a game. They're, I believe, 4th or 5th. I know they're either one spot ahead or one spot behind Seattle. No, one spot behind Seattle, 6th. I think they're averaging about 27, 28 points a game, while Seattle's still averaging 30. So their record doesn't show what they're doing because remember, they have the number 1 wide receiver in Rice. They brought him back. Now they're even going off right now, but their defense is playing stout and their offense is there.
They've won 5 out of their last 7. They've won 5 out of their last 7.
But I do get what you're saying, how they don't look impressive, because I thought the same thing. But if you look at the numbers and if you look
can I just tell you
they're good.
I mean, those last 7 games, their last 7 games, they've put up 21, 28, 31, 30, 28, and 37. I mean, they're scoring the ball. So
they're scoring, but it doesn't look like it because their record doesn't indicate how they're playing.
They got to make the playoffs first.
So
like they're not even in the playoffs. They got to make the playoffs.
Man, you're hanging yourself on that one. But like, why we continue talking about the Chiefs? I'm just saying. I'm just saying they don't. I get what you're saying, but they're not as bad as one. The eye test.
They're starting to feel like the Cowboys.
It's blinding you. What? Oh, wait a minute.
I wouldn't go that far.
We're talking about them like they're in the playoffs.
You're crazy.
Wait, I wouldn't go that far.
They're starting to look
sound.
Sound, look, same thing. That's still a shocker to me. They don't sound like the Cowboys. The difference is that the Chiefs are actually winning. The Cowboys are just freaking delusional.
This is crazy coming from a Giants
fan.
fan.
I'll give you that.
This is crazy coming from a Giants fan. That's
here we
crazy.
go.
I'm not even going to. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Other than that, I'm not even going to try to entertain the rest of this comment. Tigo, he's your boy. He's your Giants fan. Good luck with that one. That's on you, Tigo.
The Chiefs are not that good, bro. Let's just get over it and move on.
Listen. I know she's listening. Your aunt, she's the Broncos fan.
Yeah.
Listen, you let him get away with this. You actually let him get away with this comment. Please
The
let him
Chiefs
have
are
it.
not that good.
Listen, let him have it.
Crazy.
Please tell me if he's at least if he's related to you. Tell me that you're the smart one because we know he's not. Please tell me something, okay? Because this kid is delusional making that comparison. I'm not even gonna move on. I'm just gonna let your aunt roast you on the internet right now. I'll let her roast you because I like
She'll
her
probably
already.
agree with me. The Chiefs are horrible. They are. They're not. They have not been that good. I wasn't even impressed with them last year. I wasn't.
They've literally
Wait,
won
wait.
5 out of their last 7.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
fine. That's fine if they're not okay. But what?
Like
Okay.
because of, like can you like talk more on why? Can you
I'm
elaborate?
not impressed with the offense. The games I've seen, I'm not impressed with the offense. I'm
Are
not
you
impressed with the
kidding
defense.
me?
No,
Were you
I'm not.
listening to me? Were you like
Yes.
not listening to what
No,
I
I
just
was
said?
listening.
Like them
No, I was
scoring?
listening.
Like okay, what?
I was
Okay,
listening.
okay. Say repeat back to me then. What like the amount of points that they've
What
been
won a
scoring?
game? They scored 30 points, 28 points. I think it was 34.
Oh no,
Like-
Zachary. No, I know why.
But
he's
their
confused.
offense hasn't looked good.
They
And you
haven't
just
looked
said
good.
21,
When they face
28,
good teams,
31,
they have
30.
not looked good, bro. They have
They
not
put up
looked good.
They put up let's see. They
he
put
put
up
it-
30 against the Lions.
They put up a lot of. They did give up a lot of turnovers, though.
Yeah, but
No,
We put up what 33 against the Broncos, but people think Broncos are that good defensively.
We're not talking about them. We're talking about the Chiefs.
I'm
Right.
just saying, like you're holding them scoring those points, like you're holding it high up there, like their
Like,
offense is that good.
Yeah,
Nah.
you
Yes,
still got to put up the
yes,
points.
they are.
You still have to put up the points.
So
are you talking
If
about?
you're not, hold on a second. So if you're not a top 10 offense, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. So if you're a top 10 offense, you're not that good. Is that what you're saying? Because they're a top 10 offense. You can't. I'm sorry. You can't deny that.
Who, the Chiefs?
Yes, they're. I just told you.
Yeah, sure.
The Chiefs are one of 6 teams in the league right now whose offense is in the top 10 and their defense is in the top 10. Let me give you a clue. The other one is the Seattle Seahawks. The other 4, his breaking news, not the Giants.
Well, that's obvious.
No.
What's
Hold on
the
a second.
surprise there?
Hold on a second. Not the Giants. So
you're throwing it out there like it's supposed to be a
because-
surprise.
No,
like it's,
I'm
it's
not. I'm
obvious.
not. Listen to the comparison I'm trying to make. You're saying that they're not that good offensively, yet they're a top 10. What does that make the Giants then? Like you how
Trash.
But
Like,
that's
what do you want me to say?
But that doesn't make sense. What you're saying that they're not that good.
They're not that good.
A top 10 offense is not good. Is that what
what
you're
I
saying?
see? They will lose in the playoffs. They will lose in the playoffs.
This is a team who had no wide receivers, who had the worst receiving core last year, make the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but this year they
they're not this
like
year.
I said, they have a lot
They're
of
not.
turnovers this year. A lot of turnovers.
I will.
because they got
Tigo,
me.
I got you. I get you, Tigo. That's why their record is what it is. When they started out 0-3, I'm not even.
And
gonna
that's
take
and
any
that's the
away. I'll
reason
take
why
your
we
word for it.
say that's the reason why we say
Exactly.
they don't look that good this year because of the turnovers that's going on with them. I mean, they're winning games, but they're you know what I'm saying it's not
Yeah,
the
but
same
they-
Chiefs
but
as
they-
we
but they-
know as we know.
No, and I understand that, but they're not. Last year they were winning the close games, and this year a lot of these games doesn't appear to be that close. But what I'm saying is how you turn the ball. I'm going to give that to you. I'm not even disagreeing with you, and yet you're still a top 10 offense,
Yeah.
and yet you're still because usually when you turn the ball over, you're not a top 10 offense. You're not.
And usually when you turn the ball over, you're not going to win in the playoffs.
But you're gonna. I know you're not gonna like this, Cheddar, but at some point you're gonna have to say what the rest of us be saying.
What?
But they're the Chiefs.
And they win close games because the refs.
You can say that all you want, and that's fine. But they do it anyway, and not the Giants. You keep saying they suck. I'm gonna keep bringing up the Giants, bro, because you're not making sense.
I'm seeing that the Chiefs are currently 10th best in turnover differential.
Okay.
So
Which
I don't
means
know
they take 10th best
about the whole,
turnover
I don't know about the
differential.
whole.
Usually, it means that they're taking the ball more than they're giving. So let's say they have 10 giveaways. They turned over 10 always, but the defense has taken 20 back. So that's a 10 plus differential. So their defense is doing their job. So yeah, they're turning. So is Seattle. You know what Seattle is? I'll tell you right now, -4. -4. Is their offense not that good?
Let me ask you. That's
not what I asked you. That's
right,
not what I asked you.
Let me ask you two Seattle fans this, right?
Go ahead.
Do you think Seattle's going anywhere this year?
They're making the playoffs. I'll tell you that. But I'm going to tell you what Zachary said and everybody else is saying. I think they're making the playoffs. How far they're going to go, that's going to be up to Sam Darnold. Historically speaking.
But I'm asking y'all two as Seattle fans.
Sure.
Is Seattle going anywhere this year?
I don't think so because I don't trust Sam Darnold.
I do.
And
here's why. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
They're making the playoffs.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
But I don't know how far.
First round.
Remember, I said it from the very beginning. I don't know which Sam Darnold we're getting when we sign. It's the first thing I said. Never changed my mind. I don't know who we're getting. We're all basing on the fact that of what he did.
You're throwing in that disclaimer.
All there is to go off of.
What was that, Tigo?
You're throwing Sam Darnold disclaimer in there from now to say
No. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna get. I honestly don't know what we're gonna get. I know what we're gonna get from the Giants. No defense. I know that much.
It's always back to the Giants.
I am. No.
See, look at.
Watch this.
No. Listen. He throws stuff to the Giants, thinking that me and you are gonna take it like, oh, our feelings hurt.
No.
Oh, our feelings hurt.
You know what I'm doing?
Oh, my feelings hurt.
Hold on a second.
Wait.
You're cutting me off. You cut me off while I was talking.
No, you cut me off.
No, I never stopped talking. I never stopped talking. He asked me a question. He asked me a question, and you cut me off. He asked me a question.
Throw the Giants under the bus.
Yes, I am.
Hold your argument.
If you stop talking like you always do, you interrupt everybody in every single show. I'm the one that has to remind you. I'm the host, not you.
Talk.
Get that straight. Because you can take over. I bring up the Giants because how does it feel? Now you know how the rest of us feel when you bring the Giants. Literally and practically, it feels like in every category, not Tigo. Tigo, I'm leaving him out because he doesn't do this. I do it just for you. You bring up the Giants, every possible scenario when we're talking about things that this has nothing to do with the Giants. So now I'm doing it to you on purpose because now I want you to feel what it's like when you do it to the rest of us. Now I gave you an explanation why I do it now. So every time you bring up the Giants, I'm going to bring up the Giants.
Are you done?
Now I'm done. Now I'm done.
Thank you.
Can I bring up a stat real quick?
Go right ahead.
I don't see where the Chiefs are turning the ball over. I see Patrick Mahomes has only thrown 5 interceptions, and they've only lost 1 fumble this whole year. So I don't get the whole turnover.
So now that argument is out, tell me again how this offense doesn't look good. Tell me. He just gave you the one thing your argument was based on. He just took it away. No. That's not how it works, Theo. We're not done with this conversation. Your argument was that they turned the ball over. My son added substance into your bullshit. That's what it is. Excuse the French. Your BS. And I told you, when you don't do that, we gun for people. So he just took away your argument, and you want to say conversation is over. No. But
that don't.
I say when the conversation is over.
But that don't go. Your argument is gone. Back to the question.
I mean, no disrespect, Tigo. I want him to answer. Tell me why the offense looks bad now that he took away the one argument you had this entire night.
Wasn't my argument.
Go.
Wasn't my argument.
Or Tigo's. How about this? Or Tigo's. But you agree with it.
The turnovers were not.
Agree with him.
The turnovers
you agree with him. You agree with him. So he just took away your argument. So what's the other one?
I can't have an opinion.
You can have an opinion.
Yeah, my opinion is their offense is shit and their defense is ass. That's my opinion on the Chiefs. That's it.
Straight like that.
That's it.
What other opinion do you want?
What?
Do you want me to pull up stats?
What's this?
Saying, oh, they're good. Oh, look at
yes. 3 Super Bowls. Yes. 3 Super Bowls. Yes.
Please do.
Please
Bring
do.
the stats.
Where are the stats?
Bring up
Move on.
stats.
No, we're not moving on. Absolutely not. We're not moving on. You brought up something, and I'm gonna end it. And right now, I don't feel like ending it. So give me the stat that the Chief is garbage. I will give you they suck. I will give you their garbage. Give you their bums. Back it up. Back it up.
I think they don't look good as they normally do this year, as they normally do. I that's just me. I don't
That's
think they
cool.
look, I don't think Chiefs look as chiefly as they normally do.
I'm fine with that. I like that.
Oh, everybody's fine with it. When Tigo says it though.
That's
cool.
That's
No,
not what
it's
you
cool.
said.
It's
That's
cool.
not what you said. Wait, hold on. That's not what you
I
said.
said, in my opinion, they don't look good, bro. Their offense does not look good. Their defense doesn't look as good as it used to be, bro.
Let me ask you
what
this
do you
then.
want me to say,
that,
man?
Is that the same exact thing as Tigo just said? No, it's not. No, it's not.
He said, in my opinion, I don't think they're as good as whatever he said.
As previous years, you don't even know. You said
Yeah,
as whatever he
previous
said.
years.
You can't even follow his argument.
I'm obviously
that's the
holding
problem.
Previous years, like
you'd say it.
It's not that they're
You
not
have to
Super
say
Bowl
it.
contenders.
You have
It's
to
just
say
they're not
it.
as good as they
You can't
used to
just be like they suck offensively and defensively, and then just like think we're just gonna follow along with you. Like, no, actually add some substance to your argument.
Right. That's what we've been saying. And
if you said the same thing as Tigo just said, like, I don't have a problem with it. Yeah,
Right,
because I'll agree that something that looks different with the Chiefs than previous years.
He compared it to the previous years.
But when I bring up that they're putting up 30, when I bring up they're bringing up 30 points, when I say they're bringing up 30, they're scoring 30 points basically on the regular, their last 7 games, and you just say their offense sucks, you look kind of stupid.
That's all I'm saying. That's all we're saying. That's it. Oh, by the way, now it's over. See? It's not that difficult. So you know what? This will be a great segue before we not finish, but I just want to hold on. I just want to tackle real quick, because I know Jason is in here, and I just want to say the Lions, Dan Campbell. I don't know what the hell this man does, but every time he makes a decision, I swear it feels like it's the right one. I don't know why, but he decided to take over the offensive calls this weekend, and this past game. They put up the most yardage this year. What was it? 564 total yards or something, some ridiculous number. And they ended up blowing out their opponent. I believe. Let me see. Who the heck did they play actually? Oh, the Commanders, 44-22. I just wanted to mention out there that the Lions, one of the top 3 teams in the NFC. And
can I ask this question too? Are they contenders or pretenders?
Oh, no, they're contenders. No, they're going to be – I'm going to answer it to you this way. Unless something dramatic happens in the near future, whatever that may be, they're going to be contenders for a few more years, at least.
Who are we talking about?
Depends if they're the Lions.
Yeah.
I think they're contenders.
Lions are winning the Super Bowl.
What year?
Oh, you heard him. That was you heard that tantalizing
Is this one of them? Is this one of them Simpson things where they predict the Lions win the Super Bowl in
the future? Oh, wait. When he's writing on the chalkboard, that's crazy. That's crazy if that happens. But yeah, I think they're contenders. What do you guys think?
I mean, the way the Bucs have been looking these past few weeks, I mean, I would easily say the Lions are. I would say they're contenders. I would say it's like 50-50 if they go up against the Eagles, and I would pick them to win against the Bucs. Rams, I don't know. I am interested to see the Rams Seahawks game to kind of get a better look at how good both teams are, but I would have the Lions as the second best probably to come out of the NFC.
Rams is looking good, man.
Who is?
Matthew Stafford. They're man. That's a scary team. That's a scary dude right there.
Yeah, they are, because last year their defense was nothing but a bunch of rookies, second-year players. And now I'm sure there's rookies. I'm sure there is, but now you got a bunch of second and third-year players. They're playing phenomenal. Matthew Stafford looks like he is aging younger, just the way he's playing. he's actually predicted, based on what he's done so far, he's predicted to throw 47 touchdowns and only 4 picks this year. If he does that, I'm handing him the MVP over Jonathan Taylor. I'll even, unless Jonathan Taylor gets 2,000 yards or something ridiculous, like any potential number that Matthew Stafford may put up there in comparison. But right now, I mean, the 2 wide receivers, Adams and I'm sorry, I don't want to mispronounce his name. Zach?
Puka and Adams.
Thank you. The 2 number 1 wide receivers. I mean, everything just seems too perfect right now for the Rams, and that's what scares me. Top 10 again, top 10 offense, top 10 defense. We're about to find out who takes over the NFC West for the upcoming.
What's that? A Sunday? Was that Monday night game?
I think it's a 4:00 game. I think it's. I don't know where it is. I want to say it's at Seattle. I think the 4:00 game. So, other than that, they look good. Seattle looked good last.
They play at LA.
At LA, okay, all right, even better. We'll play at Seattle towards the end of the season against them, even better. But they're facing Seattle, one of the 6 teams that are top 10 in offense, top 10 in defense. I don't know if you see this and that, but that defense just looks scary. They are just fast. I mean, just fast, top to bottom, secondary, middle linebackers, defensive end, you name it. They're just playing lights out right now, and we're about to see who's going to be showing up in the real better team. Rams and Seattle. Might as well just take it over and do it head to head.
Yeah, we gotta play well defensively against a good team, because we got torched by the Buccaneers, and that's probably the best offensive team we've played. So we've been playing good on defense, but we got to see how we are against actual good teams.
You got to pick the Rams then, right?
Who do I think is going to win?
You got to go Rams, right? Because no one, Stafford, no one's doubting him, but you guys are doubting Lego Head.
I'm not
that stupid. I'm still going to say Seattle.
My unbiased opinion, because they are in LA, I will go Rams. I'll be honest. I could be honest. I'd go Rams, especially the way Matthew Stafford's been playing. I don't think our defense is going to hold him under 20 points. I'll be honest.
I'm good. And I'll be honest too. I mean, I want Seattle to win. That goes without saying. But if I had to pick realistically, I would say the Rams too, because of the way Matthew Stafford is just playing. I mean, the dude is literally flawless. Okay.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
That defense is stout. Our defense is stout. The problem is if Sam Darnold turns the ball over in the key situations, that is not a stupid mistake. What I mean by a dumb mistake is he throws the ball at the guy, and for some reason there's a helmet in the way, or he's about to throw, he gets pushed because our lineman can hold off just an extra point of a second, so the lineman bumps into his arm. The way this kid has been turning the ball over is just probably the most Twilight Zone episode I've ever seen in my life. So if we can prevent that from happening, we have a good shot at winning. But we have to basically run the ball. We have to keep Matthew Stafford off the field. If he's not off the field, we're not winning this game. If we put it this, we have to run. I believe, in my opinion, we have to run the ball at least for 125, 150 yards at least 25 times to win the game. That's going to probably keep that man off the field. And even then, if the claim is close, that might not even do anything. So that's the only reason why I'll take the Rams slightly, just because of the way Matthew Stafford is playing.
Yeah, he is playing lights out.
I'm hoping that this weekend does not happen. That's all I'm hoping. But it's in LA. And the other key thing is that it's in LA. The good thing is that with Seattle and the Rams, and historically speaking, they tend to split a lot every year. They 1-1. So if we can split with the Rams and handle business, then we'll be okay. We just have to split because right now we have that one extra NFC game ahead of the Rams. The only reason why we're in first place. So losing to them, they'll take over. But if we just win out, we'll be fine because we just have to be able to split with them. So that's kind of pretty much it. As much as we have, I can go to the other games, but the other games are not really that important, to be honest with you. As far as like what was the other one? Saints, Panthers.
But Jets winning 2 in a row is not important. I mean, we got to give it up for the Jets. I mean,
You know what? Safari. I'm gonna do you a solid, Safari. I'm gonna do you a solid, bro. All right. I'm gonna treat you like I just treated Cheddar, your dad, and we treated Keith in the past, bro. Okay. Enjoy.
Higher. The takeaway I got from the Jets game is that y'all might as well hire that, promote that special teams coach. That's what y'all might have to do.
Jets
A punt return and a kick return.
That's crazy. A punt return and a kick return. That's nuts. That's crazy.
You heard it here first.
What did you say?
Keith?
Jets are upsetting the Patriots this weekend.
I
said it.
You know what? But it's not unreasonable to say that.
It doesn't go off with a bad
game.
Yeah.
They play Thursday.
Yep.
That's a Thursday night game.
Where?
Yeah.
Hold on, where?
In
New
Foxborough.
England.
In Connecticut.
Keith, wait, Keith. He'll get the reference. Keith, you had me at hello. But that's it. You should have started out at Foxborough, I think.
They're playing in Connecticut.
Like? Hold on.
Snowing.
All right.
It's snowing here now.
That we had some earlier.
I can't take the Dolphins in cold weather. I just can't do it. I want to.
I wouldn't.
I can't do it yet. I want to, but I can't. But it's still a divisional game. So I don't know yet. I got to think about this one. They're coming up with a good win. They ran the ball, but you got to remember though, Keith. The Patriots rushing defense is number 1 in the league. I believe they're only allowing, 70. So that's going to be huge. But again, they're going to need to run that ball because it's not going to be easy to pass. I don't care if you're used to passing in the cold. It's not easy to do. They're going to have to run
but their defense have played the Raiders, us, Panthers, Saints, Titans, Falcons. So their defense really hasn't played tough teams. So, like I said, I'm not putting the Patriots up here quite yet.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But again, only because of their record, they're playing other bad teams and every 4 years, different conferences. But I'll say this. They've taken care of business against teams they were supposed to. I'll say that much.
True.
I'll say that. The only thing is that it's not cold weather with Miami, man. That's the only thing, because Miami's not relatively good in the cold regardless. But let me think about this one.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The division, the game between the Dolphins and the Patriots. I want to think about that one a little bit. Only because it's a divisional game. And then throw in if they were in Miami, maybe.
That's the last game of the year.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing because they played already. All right. So I'm going to leave that as I'm going to wait till Saturday morning. So is there anything else anybody has? Anything else we want to talk? Add?
No.
We good? Anything you got? Got the last 2 cents in there. You sure? All right. Well, by the way, guys, just to let you know, my favorite movie was The Little Giants. So just trying to throw that in there. Y'all saw that movie before, right? You should see it. It's actually a cute little movie. Some of the Giants might actually use some of them kids. You never know.
Rick Moranis.
Yeah, they might use. You know what? Tigo, I got a new head coach for you. Rick Moranis and Al Bundy. Those two, one could be the offensive coordinator.
Listen,
one could be
how about you take them coaches and bring them to Seattle and put them on Seattle.
I love it.
The Giants and the
we don't want them on Giants.
Hey, Keith, what was the girl's name in the movie, the character, when she put on the Giants uniform? Because the kid in the Cowboys uniform hit their quarterback? Icebox. Keith, I think the number 1 draft pick next year for the Giants should be Icebox from the movie Little Giants. What do you think? At least they'll have a metal linebacker.
I don't know about
I'm
that,
just
but
saying. What do you
I
think?
think the Steelers and the Giants are swapping coaches.
Ooh.
Listen,
Just a
I
thought.
welcome
Oh. Wow.
Tomlin. Come on over,
Why
Tomlin.
would you have to end the show like that, Keith?
I just want to,
I'm just
have people thinking.
I like it. I like it. Do you want to end that, or do you want to have them have a talk about that real quick, or you guys want to just end it like that and pick it up next time?
Yo,
we can.
Man,
Yeah,
Keith,
we can figure. I mean,
bro.
It's a good look though. It is a good look. It would be a good look.
You know what? We're gonna save that for the next topic, for the next show, because I'm very interested about hearing a swap for those two. Which technically, well, he got fired. I was gonna say you could trade for one and the other, but one got fired, so we know that's not gonna happen. So he's not as free agent though. So, but we'll leave it at that. I just want to thank everybody out there for watching the show, listening. If anybody has any ideas or inputs, let us know. If anybody's interested in being in the show, we will be more than happy to send you a link by email. Just let us know what your email is. Once again, thank you for everything. And like I always say, thank you, God bless, and good night.
Peace.